Everyone says 75 hard is brutal, that it's the hardest thing they've ever done. And while I completely respect that, for me, this hasn't been much of a challenge. 4 weeks in, I can honestly say the struggle hasn't been what I expected. Not because I'm special or something great, but it's 100% because I have systems that make it impossible to fail. Most people talk about the rules of 75 hard, but they don't talk about the roadmap. They don't talk about how to automate success so that when your motivation is gone, your discipline takes over. Regardless of what happens in my life, my horse gets hurt, work gets busy, or other areas of life require my attention, I get done what I say I'm going to get done. This is what it looks like when discipline is the default strategy. It makes success almost inevitable and makes 75 hard easy. Good morning and happy week 4 of 75 hard. We are starting off this week showing you guys a full day of eating. Sticking to some sort of diet and avoiding any cheat meals or alcohol is one of the components of 75 hard. And while I don't plan on losing any weight during this challenge, I do have physique goals. My aim over the course of this challenge is basically to maintain my weight, but put on some muscle in the process. Part of this involves making sure my body is very well fueled going into my workouts, and that I eat plenty of protein throughout the day. I start off my mornings with a pretty big breakfast, which is going to fuel my early morning training sessions. Today I had some sauteed zucchini and mushrooms, a couple of eggs along with some egg whites, and a bowl of oat bran and fruit. I eat this, then I go outside, do my chores, and then head straight into my workout for the day, which in this case was a lower body workout focused on hamstrings and glutes. We are ready to make meal number 2, which will be my cream of rice meal. So I use the brand Elevate, which I recently discovered. And this is cookie butter. Not my favorite, but will make her do. I put protein powder in there, so I love PE Science, and I use their Cake Pop flavor. That's probably the flavor that I buy the most from them. In my cream of rice, I'll usually put in some sort of fruit. So today I'm using a berry cherry mix. So you got cherries, raspberry, no raspberries, I don't think, blueberries and blackberries. And I also add a bit of peanut butter in there as well, just to get some healthy fats, and it helps me to stay fuller longer as well. Get me through to lunchtime. I just finished mowing grass, so if I have dirt on my face, that would be why. It is lunchtime, and even though I am home today, it's Labor Day, Even though I'm home, I'm still gonna have some just meal prepped food just because it's quick, it's easy, and I am very hungry. So I prepped a bunch of these on the weekend as I do, so we'll just put it on a plate, heat it up, and it's ready to go. Very handy. Okay, so we've got it's called California mix. There's carrots, broccoli, cauliflower. We've got ground turkey that's cooked with sea salt, garlic, oregano, and basil. And then I've got jasmine rice that was cooked with bone broth. And while that is heating up, I'm going to slice up some avocado because I like to throw some avocado on top as well, just for some healthy fats. And it just tastes absolutely delicious, of course. So that's all heated up. I like putting mustard. I don't know if that's weird. I like putting mustard on it. And the avocado on top. And we are ready to eat. For my last meal of the day, I had a bit of sweet potato with some butter put on top, a mixed salad with some buffalo ranch dressing, and a grilled chicken breast. That gets me to about 2,100 calories for the day with 165 grams of protein. I've had some really good workouts in the past that have been fueled by some sort of strong emotion that I've been feeling for whatever reason. Whether that be I was really angry at something or frustrated, or maybe I was upset. I have been able to use those emotions as fuel in my workouts, and as a result, I've been able to lift more weights, go harder, and just have really good workouts when I'm in those heightened states of emotion. I don't know if that's the best way to deal with those emotions, but that's just something that I've noticed with myself. On Sunday, I received some not great news, and it didn't really hit me until last night what that news could potentially mean going forward. And I came into today's workout being kind of upset, and as a result of that, I had a really good workout. Again, I don't know if that's a great way to process emotions, but it kind of is what it is. So it's been a rough few days here at the ranch. I'm just gonna explain to you guys what's been going on. So we'll start with the horse stuff, and then we'll move on to the stuff that's likely gonna make me cry, but we'll try not to cry just because my eyes hurt from how much I've cried in the last 24 hours. So horse side of things. So on Sunday, we had the vet come out to look at my young horse, Diesel. If you've watched my videos from like 6 months ago, you would know that we had trouble with him picking up his back feet for the farrier. There was an instance where he even made my farrier bleed, and I had been working with him to try and make that better, but it's still been an on and off issue. And on top of that, he seems not right. It was becoming very obvious that he didn't like me putting the saddle on anymore. So I had the vet out. He came out on Sunday morning. We did the regular like lameness evaluations where you like walk him away and towards the vet. He did just some like pushing and prodding him. He picked up his feet. He had me put on the saddle just to see Diesel's reaction. And then we did x-rays all along his neck, all along his back. We did ultrasound on his pole and on his back. I think that's kind of it. And just to kind of see what's going on with my horse. So what we found is he has some strained soft tissue near his pole. I'm pretty sure that's from pulling back with a halter on. He has a bit of fluid around some joints in his neck, about midway down his neck, and his back is very, very sore. So it's all fixable. My vet was very reassuring, it's all fixable. So he will come out again. He's gonna do some various things to make him feel better. In the meantime, he is on an anti-inflammatory just for the pain, because we do think he is in some pain. So, but we're gonna get that all fixed, and it's all fixable. I'm not gonna ride him in the meantime. The vet said, oh, he's on painkillers. If you wanna ride, you can. I'm not gonna ride my horse. We will wait until we get this all fixed, and I know he's 100% better, and yeah, we'll go from there. The back feet situation, my vet diagnosed him with shivers, which is a progressive neurological condition with no cure. And I don't know a whole lot about shivers. I just listened to a webinar today. Like, it is progressive, and there's horses that they get to a point where they can't back up. You can't trim their back feet and all kinds of stuff. Some do eventually have to get put down because of it. Some horses do have performance careers, and it's not that big of an issue. It's very individualistic, so we will see how that goes. Right now, from what I can tell, the only thing we notice is he can be a pain to pick up his back feet periodically. It's not all the time. It is all the time for the farrier, but as far as me, like picking up his feet to pick them out, it's very hit or miss on whether he's going to be difficult or not. I feel like this news hasn't really sunk in. I haven't really done a whole lot with Diesel since Sunday. I've just kind of let him just hang out in the pasture and, just give him his painkillers and just kind of left him alone. So I don't think it's really sunk in on all of that. I am going to take him for a hand walk today. Even if he was 100%, I wouldn't be riding today because it's very, very, very smoky here in Alberta. So yeah, that's kind of the horse side of things. And like I said, I'm gonna try not to cry for this part. So our dog Sadie, she was getting older. She's like 12 or 13, and she was definitely slowing down, getting tuckered out from playing fetch and stuff quicker, and just not being quite as active as she was when she was a younger dog, which is completely normal. But in the last couple of weeks, she took a really quick turn for the worst, and we had to take her to the vet yesterday, and yeah, that was the end. So we found her a beautiful spot to lay her to rest yesterday evening, and it's been very, very difficult. Me and my husband are both very much heartbroken. I think that you get the gist. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, because it's too fresh to say much more than that. I'm not gonna get into it now, but I do just want to say that when something like this happens, It really makes you realize what's truly important in life and what isn't, what you should be prioritizing and what you shouldn't. And yeah, I 75 hard felt so ridiculous yesterday. I got all my tasks done because I had done them earlier in the day. So yeah, I'm still on track. Do I care? Not really, not today. I do not care. But I will continue with the challenge, but it just 75 hard felt very trivial yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm definitely in the mood to reevaluate some of my priorities in life after this and make some changes. Yeah. Life is tough sometimes. Life is tough sometimes. But we had a lot of good memories with her, so we gave her a good life. And so I'm gonna stop crying now. I'm gonna go see my horse. He will cheer me up. They will cheer me up. We are going to start fresh tomorrow, bright and early tomorrow morning. Get after it. I had a tough day at work. I kept my door closed the entire day, but we're going to start fresh tomorrow. It'll be a better day tomorrow. Onward and upward. Good morning. We are officially 1/3 of the way through 75 hard, and to be honest, I couldn't be more indifferent to that. Given everything that's happened this week, it's just kind of like in Atomic Habits, or James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, he says that you do not rise to the occasion, you fall to the level of your systems, and that has definitely been the case this week. I am very much on autopilot right now, just going through the motions, because yeah, it's been a very tough week, and I'm not doing well. I knew that Sadie was, getting near the end of her life, but it doesn't make it any easier when it actually happens. So I think I just need to rest this weekend. I need to prioritize just getting rest. I feel very tired. So we'll get through this day of work and spend some time with my horses this afternoon, because out of anything in the entire world, my horses are what soothe my soul. So we will do that. I took both of them for a walk yesterday because I was like, I need both my horses. This is a big job. We need both horses on, all hands on deck for this one. So get this work day over with and we will come back here and yeah, quality time with the horses. I just got home and I'm just about to head out to the barn, but before I do, I wanted to do a little unboxing, a little show and tell, if you will. So I actually got 2 packages from PE Science. I ordered one. They didn't have the pre-workout that I wanted. It was not available, but then like a day later it was available. So I have 2 packages. We'll start with the baby one. So right now I'm using Seabomb's. So this is the protein or the pre-workout that I'm using right now. Seabomb Essentials. I only got it because my supplement store didn't have the stuff that I actually wanted, so I bought this. I'm not a fan. I don't know if it's just the flavor. I don't know. Not a fan. Sorry, Seabomb. So this is my favorite. So Prolific by PE Science. My favorite is the sour peach candy flavor. It's very good. It does not have beta-alanine, so you don't get the tingles. When I initially started using this one, it has beta-alanine. I really got the tingles. I'm almost through this tub. I don't get the tingles anymore. I think your body like gets used to beta-alanine, but this doesn't have it. 1 scoop has 160 milligrams of caffeine. PE Science always sends, they always send a bunch of samples, and they also sent a bracelet. It says weights over worries. Oh, I like that. We'll put that on. Okay, it reminds me of the Live Strong bracelet I used to always wear. Okay, samples. We got peanut butter cookie protein. That's a solid one. Guava pineapple punch pre-workout. I don't know if I've tried that flavor. More sour peach. Oh, this is the high volume. So this is has stimulant because it has caffeine. This is a pre-workout that's stim free, so there's no caffeine in this. I like to sometimes mix them together. And Cake Pop protein, which is my favorite out of everything from PE Science. So that was the first box. In the second box, the bigger box, we have, what did I order? Oh, okay. I thought I ordered Cake Pop. I did not. I got frosted sugar cookie. Very good. I feel like it's thinner than Cake Pop protein is a little bit thicker. This is a lot finer. Very good. Frosted cupcake or frosted sugar cookie. And they have a new flavor, which I'm very excited to try this. Caramel waffle cone. Oh, I'm definitely trying that tomorrow. I'm excited for that. Another bracelet. And then, okay, some more peanut butter cookie, more Cake Pop. Their pre-workout in raspberry lemonade. And more sour peach rings. So that is it for the haul. painkillers till my vet comes back and does his thing. So this is an anti-inflammatory, non-steroidal. So it's called Prevaquine. Oh, hi. He's associated it with treats now. So it literally looks like a Tylenol or an ibuprofen. It's just a little tablet. So he gets that once a day. Is I take some of the, I don't know if I can, the ration that he usually gets, and I just literally put it in my hand, kind of hide it, and just hand feed it to him. Hey, gone. Just like that. Okay, boy. I'll give Junior some just so he doesn't feel left out. Diesel attacked that today. Jeez, you almost bit my hand, buddy. Yes, you're much more gentle. Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay. Your contribution to 75 Hard is done for the day. Thank you. I just made cream of rice using the new protein powder, the caramel waffle cone. We're gonna have a bit of a taste test. Good stuff. I need to try it in because I have cookie butter cream of rice in here, so I can't 100% exclusively taste the flavor. It smells amazing, so definitely would recommend. So it is Saturday morning. The plan for today is go to town, get some groceries, and then come back here and remain as busy as possible, because otherwise I think I'm just gonna be a very sad girl. So I just need to stay busy. Being at home is also hard just because there's little things here and there that are reminding me of Sadie, which is really hard. But I think if I keep a podcast going and just stay busy with getting groceries, cleaning the house, working with my horses, I'm hoping I will be okay. But yeah, I did not think this was going to be so hard. So I have a huge list of podcast episodes to listen to, so I'm going to have someone else yammering in my head all day. By the way, I don't know if this is healthy or not for grieving, but I don't want to cry anymore right now. I just want a day of we'll just be super productive. And yeah, probably not healthy, I don't know, but it is what it is. So anyways, I'm rambling. Let's go get groceries. throughout this week, I kept thinking about the Stoic concept of memento mori, remember that you will die. It's not a morbid thought, but a catalyst. When you face something as final as losing a loved one, a lot of things you once worried about become incredibly trivial. You suddenly see with complete clarity what really matters in life. I know this past week is going to be the catalyst for some major changes in my life. It's about living with more intention and focusing on what truly matters. 75 Hard has become one of those things that now seems so ridiculous and trivial. I will continue to see the challenge through because one of my values is to finish what I started. But going forward, I am going to be a lot more intentional about where I aim my time, my energy, and my focus. Thanks so much if you stuck with me through this week. It has definitely been a rough one, but we will see you in the next one.